Good evening and welcome to TV Connection. I'm your host, Selena Lee. It is great to be here with you tonight. We have a very special guest here with us today. Maxin Clark is the founder and the CEO of the Build-A-Bear Workshop, or the Chief Executive Bear as she's known by her employees. Build-A-Bear Workshop is named as one of the best companies to work for by the Fortune magazine, and Maxin Clark is widely recognized as one of the most creative entrepreneurs in the country. Well, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here with us today, and thank you especially for taking the time out of your very busy schedule to be here. I know you just landed this morning.
Yes, I'm glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me. It's always fun to talk to somebody about the business and talk to somebody about how other people can achieve their dreams as well.
Thank you so much. So you have been in the retail industry for more than 30 years, and can you tell us how you started as a retail trainee at a department store, and then later becoming the president of Payless Shoes, and then an entrepreneur?
Yes, it's a long story. I'll try to make it short, but it really was a great story. It's the American dream. I actually went to college at the University of Georgia, and I studied marketing and advertising and PR, but I knew that I wanted to be an attorney. That's what I thought I really wanted to be. But when I graduated from college, I had to go to work to earn the money to go to law school.
That's right.
And one of my college professors suggested that I go into retailing, and I thought, well, I love stores and I like shopping. What's retailing? And it was really about marketing and advertising. And I went and got a job in Washington, D.C. at the Heck Company, and I loved it. I mean, it was just like instantly for me. In fact, my first couple weeks on the job, when the CEO came to make a presentation, and it was his words that really made me think this was just the perfect job. He said, retailing is entertainment, and the store is a stage. And when the customer has fun, they spend more money. And the light went off for me that I wanted to be where the customer had fun, and I wanted to be creative and use my talents and my sensitivity to the customer. It was in the early 70s when, it's actually almost 40 years that I've been doing this.
Wow.
It was early 70s, and women were really coming into their own in the workforce and needing all kinds of new products to wear to work and for their busy lifestyle. And so it was a great time to jump into the retail business. And I felt like I was the perfect person to be there because I was the same woman that we were appealing to as a customer.
Wow, so the Build-A-Bear Workshop first opened in 1997, and now there are more than 400 stores worldwide. Can you tell us how you built your business from ground up and developed it into a successful global enterprise and one of the Fortune magazine's the best companies to work for?
Yes, it actually is just, I learned almost everything that I do every day in college or at my work at the Make Company, starting out and rising up the ladder to be ultimately the president of their largest division, Payless Shoe Stores. But it's always about business, meaning it's about writing a plan and following your plan, and it's about the people that help you execute the plan. I mean, you can't do it alone. You can't run one store alone, let alone 400 stores alone. But one of the great things about Build-A-Bear was our business started in 1997, as you mentioned, and it was just at the time when the world was becoming very technological. And just at that time, you always need a balancing act. When there's something so hard, you need something soft. And really, Build-A-Bear, making your own stuffed animals, is the ultimate soft experience. The other thing is things were becoming less personal in some ways, meaning you're talking to computers, even though they might know exactly who you are, it didn't feel as personal. And so I think the baby boomers, the parents and the grandparents, were wanting something for their children that sort of was reminiscent of days gone by, like everyone always loved a stuffed animal. So it really was the right timing to put the fun and experience of making your own stuffed animal, the creativity and mass customization that we offer, as well as mixing it in with technology. And so really everything just sort of came together. Then the good news is that the teddy bear or stuffed animals are universally loved around the world. It doesn't really matter. It might not be the exact same animal, but I've traveled the world in the last 40 years or so, and I've seen many, many children with a stuffed animal in their backpack long before Build-A-Bear came along. So I think it really fits with the culture of the world and children and being happy and having something to hug.
Right, and I must admit that I also still own my
good.
teddy bear that I've had since I was 8 years old. I still have it at home.
Good for you. What's your teddy bear's name?
His name is Teddy.
Oh,
actually.
good. That's like mine. That was my bear's name. Maybe they're cousins.
He's been my best friend ever since I was very little, and I cried with them, celebrated very special moments with them, so he's still with
You'll have
me.
to send me a picture.
I will, definitely. He's very old looking, but I think I'm going to go to your store and buy him a new clothes.
That's good. We should do that.
So Build-A-Bear Workshop is unique and very different from many other companies in that it is a fun place for the employees to work, and for the customers, it's a place to have an incredible experience and not just a place to buy a product. And Can you tell us how you keep both your customers and your employees happy and how that relates to the profit and the success of your company?
I think that it is basically in line with the product that we sell. And we sell a stuffed animal, correct, but we also sell smiles. I mean, it is as much about the experience of making your own stuffed animal as it is the stuffed animal. And we all know that children, when they're buying toys for themselves or somebody's buying it for them, they're usually having a good time. And so that part makes it really easy, because when you focus on what your customers are and what the end product is. But we really hire people too that want to be in that kind of environment. They don't have to be actors or actresses. In fact, we want the opposite. We want them to be naturally good people. And so we try very hard to hire people who care about who they are and how the image that they give out to the public, as well as that they care about others. Because we can teach them how to work the register or the stuffing machine or how to do anything else in our store, but we can't teach them to be nice people. And it really is an opportunity for people of all ages. We hire from 18 to 88 if you want to work in Build-A-Bear. And it is that kind of environment. You'll see people of all ages working there because all kinds of customers come in. While people think it's a store for children, it really is a store for children, the heart inside of every one of us, that childhood heart. And so a grandma knows what another grandma will want, and a teenager might know what another teenager might want. And we obviously don't hire children, but we try to get at the same level with children and speak to them and make sure we know why they're there and what they're there to accomplish. And we have so much fun, and we hear so many wonderful stories, because the teddy bear is inspiring, but it's also a comforting object. And so a lot of times when children are in need, they have an illness, or their parents have recently separated, or somebody died in their family, the teddy bear is something that they can hug, and it's comforting. And so a lot of times that's where customers come for us for that comfort, and we hope that we give that, and I think we do. But they also come to laugh and smile, and for many, many other good occasions like birthdays and family celebrations. And when you're part of people's life like that, it sort of feeds the happiness in your employees, because they get to do happy things most every day. But it really does start with them, and it stopped being about me a long time ago. It really is about them, and each employee in our company brings something special about their own personality to the job. And we don't script it. It's not scripted. It's just, there's guidelines for what you can say and do, but for the most part, they operate from their heart.
Finally, do you have any words to share with the young, aspiring entrepreneurs?
Well, I do think that still the most important thing is your passion. What is it that you're passionate about? Because in that passion, if you're smart and passionate, then you can probably make millions and millions of dollars. But I think the most important thing is to understand balance and keeping your heart filled as well as your bank account. I think sometimes we're always thinking about the bank account, and we have to pay bills. But if you aren't feeling fulfilled and you're not doing what you really value, using your personal values, your integrity, your working skills to your personal advantage, then it'll just be sort of a fake. And I think people can be the most successful when they're genuine and authentic. And people trust them, and the people around them and that work for them believe in the mission that you're trying to do. And there are so many business opportunities, especially as the world is becoming more complicated in some ways and also becoming smaller through technology. There's so many opportunities to create business opportunities as well as new businesses, and maybe sometimes they don't always grow into a big business, but they grow into a successful project that can be merchandised or sold to people, books that can be written, all kinds of opportunities that are out there today that wouldn't have been out there 20 years ago or even 10 years ago because the technology didn't exist to support it.
In your book, you talk about, your financial bank account was quite healthy, but your psychic bank account was running pretty low, and it was very memorable, and really got me to think, what it is that I really would love to do in this world. And so thank you so much for your time today.
My pleasure.
And thank you especially for being such an inspiration for so many people out there, and I'm sure a lot of people after watching this program will want to follow your footsteps and work really hard so they can be the best they can be in doing what they love to do. So thank you again.
Thank you, Selena. It's wonderful to be with you.
Thank you. I'd like to thank our guest Maxin Clark for sharing her stories with us today. I hope you were as inspired as I was, and I hope all of you can follow your own dreams and passions in your lives. I'm your host, Selena Lee. It's great to have you with us, and see you next time.